Hey, my name is James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now in this video, we're going to talk about the Bank of England and tomorrow's rate meeting. What's it going to mean for us as property investors? And what's changed in the last 24 hours that could have a bigger impact on that rate decision tomorrow? Well, this channel is all about my investment journey. I'm currently building a portfolio for my two girls, Georgia and Emily, and I'd love to invite you along on the journey with me. We share the good, the bad, and the ugly of property investing on this channel. So while you're here, take that finger of power, smash that subscribe button over there and hit the bell notification and join us on the journey too. Now, look, lots is going on. This week has been a crazy week. We've had banks that have failed in America that need bailouts. We've had Credit Suisse that nearly went bust, that had to get bought by UBS and had to get bailed out as well by the Swiss government. And that indicated that these interest rate rises are really tough on a lot of people. They're tough on people that have mortgages. They're tough on people that have loans. But they're also tough on banks because they buy a lot of bonds and assets, and they did that a while ago when the rates were very cheap. Now, if people want their funds back, they don't have that cash on reserve necessarily, and it really impacts them if they need to sell bonds and all of that stuff early. It's just not good. So with all the banks looking like they were in a real turmoil, a lot of people have been saying that we need to slow down these interest rate rises. Inflation was looking like it was turning the corner. I'll come to that shortly. But that was really hitting the banks. And what we don't want is to have inflation to deal with and a banking crisis to deal with. Can you imagine how difficult that with when we've just had a pandemic for a few years? We kind of need to cut a break here somewhere, right? And so what's happened in the last week is the banks have obviously become a little bit more stable now. The governments have indicated that they will effectively bail them out, or they've showed us that. They're not saying that they're going to bail out everyone, but they will. I don't think they're going to let anyone fail. And so what's then happened is there was a lot of talk and the market was pricing in that the interest rate hikes would be lower. And so we were looking at interest rate hikes that would be not 0.5%, but 0.25%. Or some people were pricing in that we wouldn't have any interest rate rises in this coming month. And that's with the Federal Reserve, who are doing their meeting today, and with the Bank of England that are doing that tomorrow. Then, out of the blue, we got the inflation data for the UK, and that was expected to drop below double digits for the first time in a while. It's expected to go down to around 9.9%. And it came in at 10.4, which was actually higher than last month, meaning inflation has gone up. And that was primarily down to food costs. And so there was a number of food costs that went up. Now, the Bank of England are going to be in a difficult situation now. They had an option of doing a pause, but it's not looking likely now. So what I think is going to happen, and this is what the market are pricing in, that tomorrow we're going to go from 4% to 4.25% interest rate. Not massive rise, but it's going to show, and I think the language that you'll see in the meeting tomorrow, let's see what they say on the back of that meeting. But I'm very likely, I'm predicting that they will be talking about the primary goal that they want to focus on still is dealing with this inflation. And so if it's not coming down and we've had this little blip where it's gone up, who knows? It's going to be sticking around that little bit longer. There's also some interesting stuff that I've been reading, that there's some leaked stuff that the European Bank are talking about behind the scenes. They're not being so transparent, and they're saying that this inflation is going to stick around in the EU region for a lot longer and a lot higher. And so that's interesting that that's come out somehow, and that information is going to make people worry. And so, yeah, interest rates are going to go up. As property investors, what does that mean for us? Well, it means if you're on a variable rate mortgage, then of course your mortgage is going to go up. If you're going to be on a fixed term that comes to an end soon, which a lot of people are, then that's going to go up as well. But what I really want you to listen for tomorrow, and what I'm going to be listening for, is do the Bank of England indicate, like they did last month, that they feel that we're near the top of the interest rate cycle. They indicated that we would potentially need more interest rate rises to deal with any inflation, which has just happened. So that's like they're going to do that. But they were quite clear in their language that they felt that the interest rates have nearly peaked. Now, it'll be interesting as well to see how they justify the inflation going up when in the budget last week, the Conservatives were saying that we'll be down to nearly 2.9%, I think it was, by December. So what's changed, or what are we expecting to come through? What data do they have that we don't have access to? Let's see what they say tomorrow. But yeah, what do you think with interest rates? Do you think they're going to go up tomorrow? Comment below. Let's keep the conversation civil. This isn't my opinion. I'm just talking about what's going on in the market at the moment. Do give me a quick like on this video. That really helps with YouTube's algorithm. But do comment below on all the videos. I do love hearing from you guys. We've got a little community coming together now of regular YouTube viewers here. So please do comment. I personally reply to all of the videos, comments, and so I love to see what you guys have to say. And if you want to learn more about property investing, go and check out this video right here.